Hi, Patreon. Thank you so much for being here. You're in Patreon world. You are breathing cleaner, better air for being here. And we're going to answer some DMs. I threw up an Instagram story and I said, what's your problem? What's your deal? And we're going to answer them today. And I have my co-host with me, my Patreon co-host.
Hello.
It's Maddie Connors.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Incredible.
How are you feeling?
Good. I'm happy to be here. This is a beautiful studio.
Bad ladder.
Incredible.
I say good ladder.
I'm neutral.
I'm petitioning that they change their LLC and their business and everything.
Sure.
I say good ladder. Good. Okay, let's dive in. Let's
Okay,
help some
great.
people. Are you ready to help
Yes,
the
let's
people?
do it.
Okay. We're going to think outside of ourselves and we're going to help.
Do you think you're a good advice giver?
I am challenging myself to be. I think a baseline, no. I think I am too solution oriented. I think I think I'm too solution oriented, and I also lack empathy and kindness.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I'm trying to kind of flip that, I'm trying to be like, I'm holding space and I am holding my tongue,
That's beautiful.
both space and my tongue.
That's beautiful.
More listening, less talking, which is why I started a podcast. Okay, here we go. How do you feel about giving advice?
Pretty
are you
good.
Are you even fucking qualified to be here right now?
No, I should leave.
Yeah. We're both unqualified and uninterested.
I had a friend one time tell me, she's like, I wish you could live my life for me and make all my decisions for me. And it made me genuinely worried for her mental health. Because if I'm steering the ship, it's not good.
I'm scared. I think you famously, I tell you all the time, you specifically should get a burner. I think you'd have a really powerful
Right,
burner.
right.
And maybe this Patreon, you could, look, it's behind a paywall. So feel free to let those piping hot Maddie takes fly.
Thank God. I'm going to use it. This is my platform.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first DM. Most of these are anonymous or under usernames, and I'm gonna keep that in the dark.
Okay, great.
Okay, we can speak more freely. Okay, first one. I don't want to invite my friend to my birthday party, but I feel like I have to. I say you have to.
I need to know the circumstances more. I would say you have to, and it's a courtesy invite. And if you guys are having like a falling out, they likely will not come. You have to.
It's unfortunate, but it'll make so much more of a mess if you don't do it
Yes.
than if you do. I wish I was the kind of person who's like, it's your life, it's your birthday. Because there is a version of that where it's like, it's your birthday, you can cry if you want to, and we're all adults, and they'll figure it out on their own, and you'll have a better time with them not being there. Damn. Would you ever do that?
Not invite someone somewhere?
Yeah. And here's the thing, it happens all the time. I am especially with Instagram, I am constantly seeing my friends hang out in groups without me, and here's actually some really great advice that my mother gave me when I was a kid. She said you don't have to be invited to everything, and that's okay. And I took it to heart.
It's true.
You don't have to be invited to everything, and that's okay. So
It's also not even about you. It's like the circumstance in which people are hanging out has nothing to do with you.
even if it is,
Yeah.
take that as some notes.
Doesn't
Take some
matter.
notes. Like, okay, maybe I'm not crushing it in the personality space. You know?
I feel like I've been invited to weddings where I'm like, if I were to get married tomorrow, I don't know if I would invite this person.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this is putting pressure on our friendship
Yeah.
in a way that's interesting.
That you were invited to the wedding.
Yes. And it's like, I think if I got married tomorrow, I don't think I would invite this person to the wedding.
I will say I am a person I'm really quick to just say no to a wedding. I'm like, I'm not going. I almost didn't go to my best friend's wedding. Put that in a movie.
That's crazy.
I almost didn't go. I did go. And I'm really glad that I went. It would have been a mistake not to go. But I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Weddings. Inviting to weddings.
Why I didn't go. I don't go to weddings. Oh. I'm often not invited to weddings. On top of not going to the ones I am invited to, I'm also seeing that other people are having weddings, and I'm going, okay, I feel like I could have made the cut there, but all right. So it's kind of like I'm the worst of both sides, where I'm like, I'm saying no to people who want me to their weddings, and I'm going, why didn't you invite me to your wedding? To people who didn't want me at their wedding.
It also it feels nice to be invited no matter what. Even if you don't plan on going, obviously.
I
It
get.
feels like,
I don't know. I do feel guilt. I do feel guilt when
Yeah.
I'm not going to certain weddings.
because
So
it's like
like,
a head count thing.
yeah, and I also do feel shitty about like not. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I gotta, because I'm also like, I have this like, I don't want to be resentful of going to weddings and spending the money in case I don't get married. So I'm like, I kind of decided in my mind, like, if I went to your wedding and I'm at your house, I'm allowed to have anything in your fridge. Does that feel
Wow.
like a good rule?
Yeah, of course.
If I come over and I went to your wedding, I'm gonna use your mixer. I bought it for you. That's my mixer. I'm using it. I'm coming over for the mixer.
I also don't understand wedding registries. It's like you're getting married, you're clearly doing well, and then now I have to buy you a duvet cover. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm not buying you a duvet cover.
Yeah.
It's like you guys live together. You're not paying
have
as
dual
much as
income.
rent. Yeah, come on.
I
I'm
guess
not
the
buying you
wedding is
anything.
expensive, so they need help building a life. But it's like, don't have any expensive.
Also, it's like, why do you also need candles? You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like we've been living up to this point with no candles.
with
you
yeah,
could-
and it's always like as a type of candle holder that's like
yeah, $180.
it's hard. It's really hard. I don't know what to say about it
Yeah,
because I'm like, if I don't get married, I guess I'll just be quietly home alone and write. Do you know what I mean? Like it
I
almost
can
makes
see
me
that
feel like I
happening.
need. I think there was like a Sex and the City episode about it where they're like, she's like, I don't think I'm gonna get married, so I'm gonna throw like a friend marriage or whatever. Her Carrie's registry was at like Manolo Blahnik or something.
Yeah.
And she made Channing Tatum. No, what's her name? Stalker Channing Tatum O'Neal. She makes Tatum O'Neal like buy her shoes because she's like, I'm not gonna get married, and I bought you a wedding, and my shoes are gone from your house party. You're buying me shoes.
absolutely.
I don't need anyone to buy me anything, and I don't need anyone to. Maybe I'll just have a wedding and not. What would you have a wedding and not have a registry and not ask for gifts?
I think so, especially like I probably, if I did get married, I'd probably be older, and I also would not have a bachelorette party. I don't need to be like 36,
Yeah.
going to Vegas in a sash. Like that's simply how I feel. I don't need that. I would have like a group dinner.
Yeah. I think I would do that. But then a part of me wonders if I took the high road, if I would be resentful
Sure.
of like, be like
Big
no,
class.
fuck you. You're buying me candles, cunt. Fuck you. Yeah. You're going to look me in my eye and you're going to smile when you hand me that fucking candle. Clearly, I have a good friendships in my life.
Incredible. Alexa Loftus one time told me a story that she brought a bottle of wine to a wedding and the wine was on every table. Like she bought the exact same wine as a gift to a wedding where the wine that she bought was being handed out.
That
So
is-
it makes it look like she gave the bride and groom a bottle
bottle
she
from
found.
their table.
Yes.
That's like a sketch. That's you. Wow.
Incredible. And she had no money. And that was like the nicest bottle of wine she could afford.
And it's literally table wine.
It's just, they're handing it out for free.
Yeah, take what you can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, I say don't invite your friend to the birthday party.
I say do because then it's going to cause more problems. And I've
Yeah.
had this before where I did not invite a friend to a birthday dinner and they thought they should have been invited. And then we had to have a conversation about it. And I was like, this is so much worse than if you were sitting
Yeah.
with me and 9
Although
people.
I don't know if it's the kind of person who will ruin. I think this is my caveat. If it's the kind of person who will ruin the party by being there, don't invite them. But if they
Yeah.
will just kind of lightly buzzkill along the way and you can tolerate it, I say invite them.
Yeah.
But if it's some personalities are fucking annoying and they will make the birthday about themselves and you will not escape them and they will corner you and they will ruin the party. And if it is that person, I would rather have a great fucking birthday and deal with it later.
It's also hard if it's a person, I would never do this, but it's a person who'd follow up and be like, why didn't you invite me? And then cause conflict that way.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if I'm not invited somewhere, yes, it's like quietly note that and
Yeah.
move on.
And move on. And I think we should move on to the next one.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, okay. How do I get out of a group chat? I feel like I've been in it too long.
Could you just put it on you and not reply?
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have. I've got a couple group chats that are on mute.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone I'm in.
You're not in the one that's you're not. There's two in my phone, and you're not in either one.
Well,
This is another one where it's like,
Yeah.
it's your life, live it. But I'm like, is it a bigger mess living your own life?
I mean, I feel like it's so violent to leave a group chat because they're all gonna get the notification that you
They're
left the
all
group
gonna get a little
chat,
notification that you left.
and that's hard.
I think, okay, here's what you should do. If you're not a group chat person, I think you need to decide that today, and you can change your life today going forward. But any group chats you are already in, I think it might be too late.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is when you get into new group chats is say your piece and then get out immediately. You can leave a group chat within a day or two. I think if you've been in one for a while and you leave, it's scary.
I think that's so snarky and weird. If someone left a group chat I was in, I would be so scared.
Would you really?
Oh, I'd be like, what's going on? I would assume there was like drama going on between the two people, or like two people in the group chat or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have group chats that I'm like, we started a group chat about like a movie 2 years ago, and I get like people text like tweets in there. I'm like, I don't need to see this.
Yeah.
My life is stressful enough. But just put it on mute. Yeah.
I know, but it's still mine are on mute and I'm still going, how do I stop this?
Yeah.
I'm already stuck looking at my phone and I'm already seeing so much on my phone that I don't want to see. I can't tell you the horrors I'm
Like
seeing on
text
my
from me.
phone. And I don't need like a ping. And I know it's not a ping, but it's still a ping. Just because
Yeah.
it doesn't ping, it's still pinging in my heart.
I feel this way when people send me like memes on Instagram and they send like 4 in a row. I'm like, I feel like I have homework now. I have to watch 4 reels at my desk
Oh my God.
and like respond to like, ha ha ha.
Although if I get 4 voice notes in a row,
Strapped in.
I'm like, I just broke out of summer detention and I'm like in the parking lot.
I feel this way if I ask them and I'm like, how was your date? And then they're like, they send me a voice note. I'm like, this is good. And this is good.
God, I love a voice note.
Yeah. When people send me block texts of like a story, stop.
Yeah.
Send me a voice note.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that.
Okay, so I think we're in a similar kind of your life sucks and you have to just kind of take it.
Just live it.
Just live that shitty life.
But
of
then it also
yours.
doesn't feel good when you're in a group chat to be the person who replies like once every 4 days. That feels really withholding and cold. Like sometimes are you like in a group chat and they're going back and forth, back and
I know,
forth?
honestly, I think I wonder if I got out of certain group chats sooner, if it would have saved face on some level. Because when you stay in the group chat and you're inactive, it's like, is this like reading as salty? Is this worse
Completely.
than just having left?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have any answers. I think I'm only making mistakes out here.
Sometimes when I look at a group chat and they're like 68 texts deep about like a conversation, I'm like, I'm not getting engaged. Like, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I have to let this one fly.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to let it
I
go.
missed it.
The carpal tunnel, the elbow, like I can't be scrolling on all this. And we have to move on. Okay. This one's fun. Should I buy a printer?
Yes.
I'm a strong yes.
I'm going to say yes.
It has changed my life. Actually, producer Mo was just telling us about he had a horrific experience at a business I will not name printing these. Horrific experience. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
I love it.
Is this a show or what? I'm Kelly Clarkson. And
What a
this is
crazy
daytime
tool.
TV. Look at that. So I got lucky. A friend of mine, Lisa, gave me her printer when she moved to New York. She had a printer. She didn't want to bring it. She goes, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yes, I will drive to Highland Park to get that fucking printer." I use it so much more than I even thought I would. It is having a printer is amazing. Whatever it costs, and they're not even that expensive anymore. I know ink is kind of expensive,
Yeah.
but if you're just using black and
It's
white,
true.
it has every time I use that printer, I just feel like Kamala Harris. And I won't explain it. I won't explain that.
Because you're ruining our country.
Yeah.
Every time you use a printer, you're ruining our country.
No, I just feel like I feel like I'm in a blazer and a bob. And I'm just like,
Wow. What are you printing?
Poshmark labels.
Oh my God, incredible.
Non-stop Poshmark labels. I'm selling it.
When
I'm
you have to
buying it.
print
I'm using it. I'm
something,
selling it.
It's such a pain in the ass to like drive to Staples or do whatever you
Yes.
have to. It's
All of
so
it.
crazy.
When you have your own printer, also now because like we're all delivering stuff, like we have boxes. Like you have boxes lying around. So the only thing you're missing is a printer and maybe packing tape. So if you can get those two things, there's nothing stopping you from selling. I would sell Maddie. I'd put her in a box and I would ship her tomorrow.
You're a small business at that point.
Yes. I have
You're
a
an
box
elf.
you could fit in.
Doubt it. Try to put me in a box. See what happens if you try and put me in a box.
Yeah.
Men are always trying to put me in a box.
Do you have a printer?
No, I don't have a printer. I really want one so bad. Every time I have to print something, my life is hell. I have to
Yeah.
8 hours going to like a print shop. You have to email it. You have to confirm. It's a nightmare. I don't want to do this anymore. And
No.
it's like $1 a page. It's something so crazy.
It's crazy.
I'm like, get lost. You're
Get
insane.
lost. Like I'm also like this close to buying a sewing machine.
Why? Oh, so you can like
Because
tailor
I get
or
things
fix.
tailored and it's so
Yeah.
expensive. And the things I'm tailoring, I'm not tailoring a gown to fit my itty bitty witty witty witty. I'm just taking a t-shirt up an inch. Like I can do that. And it doesn't have to cost me $20 fucking dollars. It can cost me like $200 to buy the machine. I do it 10 times, I've broken even. Every time past that, I'm now making money.
I feel you. There's so much stuff we like.
I'm a trad wife.
I mean, I was gonna say, I was like, there's so much stuff we could actually be doing in the home, like cooking, which is
Yes.
something that's so difficult for me. But I'm like, yeah, completely. Printing would be a game changer.
Printing, sewing.
Also, I don't like DocuSign. Like when someone sends me a document and I have
Yeah.
to like go into a software to like electronically sign it.
You want to bring back paper signing?
I mean, when you have to print a document like a W-9.
So you want to drive a paper to a building that you signed?
No, because you have to scan it back into your computer. I would like to print and scan.
Okay, that is psycho. You have lost me. DocuSign is so convenient.
Don't you have to pay for it? There's like a
Do
subscription.
you have to pay for DocuSign?
I think there's a certain level you can pay for if you are like the business.
Damn, Maddie. What kind of level are you? What kind of tax bracket are you in?
I've got a lot of papers to sign. I'll say that. A lot of legal papers.
yeah.
A lot of restraining orders that I
Yeah.
have to
From
sign.
this one.
Ugh.
Damn. All right.
But I think there's something really nice when someone sends you something you have to sign to print it and sign it instead of doing like the e-signature. But maybe I'm insane.
That is very weird to me. Are you just like craving 2011?
Of course, every day. My life was better then.
Hey, you want a Neo song on the radio again?
Yeah, of course.
I love Neo.
What?
I love Neo, the singer. So sick of
Favorite
love
song?
songs.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
good.
tired of tears.
I was thinking about
so
recently
done
Nelly
with
Furtado.
wishing. Oh yeah.
Think about what we've lost.
Is she coming back?
I don't know.
Isn't it? Do these artists get paid for their TikTok, like 10 second? They don't get paid for that, do they?
Not unless it's on their accounts. A lot of people make money reposting.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That sucks, man.
Ugh.
The things we've lost.
Yeah. We used to have such like Nelly Furtado, like these like weird pop stars kind of that were
Yeah.
just like we didn't know that much about them.
Yes.
Like it's not like Chapel Roan now where people can't have a normal opinion about them.
Oh my
Like,
God.
There's
I'm
no
scared
discourse.
to have an opinion about any famous person these days.
Yes, there was like no discourse back then, or at least not that I was aware of because I was a child.
Yeah.
But it's like you didn't have to have a take, like a big take
Completely.
about this person's like sexuality or their like if they're pretending to be camp in like a corporate way. It's so scary. I don't need to read a think piece about like Olivia Rodrigo. You know what I mean? And yet I do.
You're reading it?
I
And
mean,
what
no,
did you
it's just,
think?
like,
What did
every
they
day-
think?
Every day something comes out about like, oh, this person is like appropriating like pop punk aesthetics, or just something where it's like it's simulacrum of an album, where it's like I don't need to know that. It's a song that I listen to 12
Yeah.
times a year, and I'm not trying to like.
Yeah, I definitely go back and forth on being like, I'm not allowed to have a take on an artist. And then also hearing people's takes on an artist and being like,
I mean, honestly, with the way people talk about Chapel Roan, it's like you sound like you have schizophrenia. They're just like she's appropriating John Waters, and it's just like, what are you talking?
Oh my
a white
God.
gay man.
yeah, that was me. Sorry. that was my article. My big think piece.
You're always like, don't let her in gay bars.
Yeah, that's me. That's me railing against who's allowed into a gay bar that I'm not in the first place.